So I make a lot of emphasis on the fact that you need to have a lawyer who has experience if you want to come out okay when you have a legal problem or a legal issue. Now I'm going to give you two examples, and I'm going to use myself as an example so you don't think that I'm just talking about other lawyers. When I was starting my career as a lawyer, we're talking about 25 years ago. I've been a lawyer, but this was even I had been a lawyer already for for a few years. I think maybe 5 years or something. But still, I mean, experience is acquired very slowly when it comes to legal matters, and plus the law changes sometimes, and not all lawyers are willing to keep up to date with all the changes. But anyways, I put myself as an example, and sometimes I kid a bit, I joke a little bit about it, but it's really a sad thing um, because I say that when you practice law, sometimes you mess up people's lives as part of your practice. So a man comes to me and he tells me the story that he's been deceived by his wife already once regarding a child. So he forgave her. He knows that this child is not his. But then somebody tells him, listen, somebody posted on Facebook for a few minutes, it's gone now, but I saw it, that you're a fool because you know one child that is not yours, but you don't know about the other one. So that raised doubts in this man's mind, of course. So one day he took his son to a private lab and got a DNA test, the one that he thought was his. And it turns out that he's not the father of this one either. That's pretty sad, huh? But what I'm trying to tell you is that he came to me for help. This is a very sad story. I feel terrible about this. And he told me a story, and I said, well, we can file in court uh, and prove that he's not your son with the DNA test, and that's enough. And I told him, uh, I gave him the wrong advice because I said, you don't need witnesses for this. So we go to court, we file the lawsuit, explain how he has doubts now, uh, and then they call us to a hearing. So in the meantime, the DNA test comes back from the official lab because the courts have their own forensic labs. And so we didn't offer any witnesses, but she did. The mother did offer witnesses saying that he knew of this second child as well. Now, we lost that case, even though we had the DNA test with the negative results. He's not the father. Biologically, he is not the father. Costa Rican family law has some intricate requisites for these things. And it turns out that the judge believed the mother, that he already knew. And when a father knows he's not the father, the biological father that is, and he still recognizes a child as his, there's no going back. You can't just say, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want to be this child's father anymore. If you knew that he was not your biological son, for example, in this case, if you knew, then you can't back out after you do the formal recognition of this child as yours. I mean, in other words, you gave this child your family name, and so that's for life. You can't change that now. The only way you can change it is if you were deceived. So this man was deceived regarding the second child, and yet, because of faulty advice that I gave him, we lost that case. So evidently, this was over a decade ago, many years ago. And I learned from that, I learned, and I felt terrible for this man. He's a very kind man. He still talks to me. Sometimes I will send him something from the court regarding the child support case that he has to pay for years now. And so he kind of jokes around. Oh, do you think they will remove this this child support case now from me? Sort of joking in a sort of I don't know, sarcastic way, but he does it with good humor. So I mean, he's a really nice guy. I really feel bad about it, terribly. I mean it. I feel horrible. I failed that man as a legal advisor because I didn't have experience. And this is my point. You go to a lawyer, he might be a nice person, he might know a lot about different things, but law is very specific when it comes to family matters and other matters as well, other fields. So this man had to continue paying child support for a son that he now knew was not his. And it was my fault. So this is just one example, okay? I can give you another example. It happens all the time. A lady comes into the office today. Somebody filed a defamation lawsuit against her. And she came to me and says, listen, Cielo, I come to you because I went to another lawyer and I'm not sure about the advice she's giving me. So it turns out this other lawyer evidently has no clue about criminal law. This other lawyer, this colleague, was basically telling her to basically confess everything, and she's gonna get a penalty for which. I mean, this is a good thing that she came to me, so that we could give her proper advice to defend her interests. But it happens all the time. So this is why I insist that if you are looking for a lawyer, law has many areas, okay, many different disciplines within law: family law, criminal law, civil law, constitutional law, administrative law. I mean, there are many fields. So I honestly would recommend that when you hire a lawyer, you make sure that that lawyer has experience in the field that you need help with. Don't volunteer yourself to become somebody that he can practice on and see how things go, sort of. Yeah, don't do that. You want a lawyer who has experience. And I would say that if you're an English speaker in Costa Rica, your Spanish is not that great yet, it makes a big difference if you can communicate with your lawyer. It makes a huge difference. I feel sad sometimes for people who come to me for a second opinion or after they've been through a lawyer that didn't do a good job for them. And they were completely in the dark. It's like they were never told anything really about the process. They just blindly trusted the lawyer. And the lawyer was not ethical. He was not doing his work ethically in the interest of the client. So this is why I insist. It is very important. Both things are important in my opinion. That you get a lawyer who has experience, number one. And secondly, that you can communicate with. Now, sometimes a lawyer might speak English and you still can't communicate with that lawyer because, it's true. We lawyers are sometimes very busy. We have to attend hearings. We have to do consultation. So maybe sometimes the answer is not immediate. But over time, you want to be able to have access to your lawyer. You want to be kept informed of the progress of your particular case. So this is what my thought for tonight. I was very impressed with this case. This poor lady. It's a good thing she came to me because things were not going to go well because she went to a lawyer who unfortunately had no experience in the field. So if you would like to book a consultation with me, you can reach me. My email is, I'll give you my personal email because it's easier. It's thankyouLawyer@gmail.com. That's thankyouLawyer@gmail.com. I have a business email too. It's info at buffetemusio.com. That's our website, one of our websites. And you can also write to me in Costa Rica. I have WhatsApp. It's an app. And I have the number is country code 506. And my number is 6088-8817. And I will be happy to assist you. I've been helping English speakers in Costa Rica for over 25 years. So I feel confident that I can help you, and I'm very grateful for the English-speaking community who they've trusted me. People have trusted me, and I haven't always done my best, partly because of lack of experience. But over the years, the important thing is to learn from your mistakes, and try to do your best, and that's what we try to do at Bufete Musio. So if you want to communicate with me, you can also leave a comment, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you. Good night.